And so earlier this evening, my son and I busted out some of the new fall tools to make some awesome fresh pizza. Daddy's working tonight, and so we decided to have a little bit of fun. Um, but I didn't have any pizza sauce, so I ended up Googling, and making my own. And it was really super easy. I used a 6-ounce can of tomato paste, a third cup of olive oil, a cup of warm water, about a tablespoon and a half or two of Italian seasoning, and 4 or 5 smaller garlic cloves. And then I also did a quarter teaspoon of sugar to kind of balance out that tomato acidity, and some salt and pepper. So super easy, super quick, and tomato paste is something that we always have in the pantry, whereas pizza sauce isn't something that I keep unless I'm planning on making pizza. But so it made more than we needed, and even if you buy it at the store, usually the jar has more than you need unless you're making like 3 or 4 pizzas. And we don't make pizza terribly often, so I don't want the rest of this to go bad, but I don't want to waste the ingredients even if they are inexpensive. So what I'm doing, I'm going to show you right here. Let me switch the camera. So see here, we made it. It's actually really yummy, you guys. And they said, the recipe I read said to actually let it sit for a couple of hours or overnight, but because this was a last minute decision, we didn't do that, and it was still pretty tasty, so I imagined that letting it sit would only get better. But so these are our herb freezing trays. They come in a set of 2, and they have lids. Let me grab the lids here. They have a lid, and this is actually a chalkboard label that I bought on Amazon. Is like a set of, I don't know, like 12 or 24 or something. And they came with a chalk pen that is actually really great and does not come off in the dishwasher or anything. You actually have to use like Windex or ammonia to remove it. But they were pretty inexpensive, but I like that I can label whatever's on there, because especially when I was making a lot of baby food and using these to freeze it, I couldn't remember this one orange from the other orange, from that green to that green, and so it was really nice that I could pop the name on there as well. But so these are really great, as I mentioned already, for baby food if you're making that at home, which makes it really inexpensive and you know exactly what's going in it. But to freeze herbs in either oil or water, to freeze broth or stock, small amounts of stuff. You can also use these to freeze cookie dough, and then you have perfectly portioned when you want to grab and bake just 1 or 2 cookies. You have that ready to go. And once it's frozen, you guys, you can actually pop these out, pop it in a freezer Ziploc, and then just write on the baggie whatever it is, and then you can use these again. I actually have a ton of basil coming up right now, and that I don't want to go to waste. So I think probably this weekend I'll be making some pesto to freeze in here. I might do some just as plain basil with some olive oil, but we do like pesto, and it would be really nice to be able to have fresh pesto November, December, and later. But so this is our medium scoop, because each of these wells is about a tablespoon and a half. So, and this scoop is about a tablespoon, but it actually fills it perfectly. I mean, look at that. So, and then if you're doing something like cookie dough, or just something that might stick a little bit more, it does have the sweeper thing, like the old, sorry, I'm not showing it. The sweeper thing, lunch lady spoons. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. So, you can relive elementary school memories as you do this. Wow, you guys, there's a lot of late night watchers. I was really worried that no one was going to be on here because it was so late. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh no, my battery's about to die. Give me just 1 second, guys. Sorry, my kitchen is a hot mess right now because, like I said, John is at work, and my kitchen help, or my child help while I do the kitchen, kind of switches off sometimes, but isn't here. So here we are back again. I'm plugged in now. But yeah, so this is super easy. You can freeze them in a Ziploc once they're frozen. In a standard freezer, I would say probably a couple of months. But if you have a deep freeze, you could probably do about 6 months, because those tend to stay colder. And because they're not getting opened and closed quite as often, the food stays at a more consistent temp. But so that's what I've done tonight, guys. I hope that this tip helps you, and if you ever have any questions, give me a holler. These things are awesome. They come as a set of 2. They're like $10, but really worth the investment, particularly if you garden or need to freeze small quantities of stuff on a regular basis. But yeah, so you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining me, and see you later. Bye.